So I wanted to ask if you can tell me your name.
Louis Panuse.
Louis, when did you serve during World War II?
From the summer of 44 to the summer of 46.
44 to 46.
I didn't hate the Army, but the minute I could get out, I did.
Okay. How old were you when you enlisted in the Army?
18.
18. Wow. So, and how old are you right now?
I just turned 99 last month.
99. And I remember you mentioned earlier that you were in the Philippines, was it?
Yeah, Luzon.
Luzon, the Philippines. Okay.
The tail end of the thing. I got there somewhere. I think I hit the replacement depot on Leyte in February, and in either March or April when I got assigned to my 63rd Regiment, 6th Division on Luzon.
Okay, 63rd Regiment, 6th Division, you said?
Yeah.
Wow. And so how many months were you in the war?
Well, the war.
When did you get to the Philippines?
I got to Leyte, I think, in February.
February?
But I can't remember whether it's February or March that I actually got assigned and ended up on Luzon.
Okay.
I remember that I was up the mountains above Manila in April when we heard the news of FDR dying, so I know where I was then.
Okay. Yeah. What are some of the things that stand out to you when you were on the Philippines?
Kind of interesting. At one time, when I was first assigned, we were on Corregidor, which had already been taken. And we were just there to make sure nobody was still hiding in the tunnel like that.
Yeah.
And there's a small little island called Caballo Island. Corregidor is an island in Manila Bay. And there's another small island called Caballo Island. And 4 of us were assigned to that on a weekly basis, almost in Filipino soldiers. And we were told, it's all been cleared. Well, we ran across 4 Japanese soldiers sleeping at the end on the first day there. That's something else.
Yeah. Do you remember what you were doing when the Japanese surrendered?
Yeah, I was on radio school just outside of Manila.
Oh, okay.
And went in the town and got drunk for the first time in my young life.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we were supposed to, start training for the invasion.
That's right.
And it would have been hell. I mean, I had read someplace that MacArthur had made big plans, and my first reaction was that I didn't like him. But the thing is, it would have made D-Day look like a kid's play because he would have been a monster.
And the Japanese were relentless, right?
Well, they didn't believe in surrender. That's why I say when on this Caballo Island, I found we ran across 4 guys sleeping at the end there. They knew we were there, and they didn't surrender.
Wow. And this is kind of off subject, but what do you think of all these people collecting things that were just everyday use back then during the war? Is it kind of astounding to you that people will pay so much money for something?
No, because I'm sorry that I didn't say something like my uniform. My kids wore it out, so I had nothing left of my uniform.
Yeah.
And my only souvenir was this Japanese flag I got off one of the guys I killed, but I sold that. So I have memories, but nothing solid.
Yeah. So you did see combat when you were in the Philippines?
Well, like I say, we were assigned to this Caballo Island.
Yeah.
And 4 of us there. So the first day we decided to go, just to scout around, see what was happening, souvenir hunting, and we took our rifles. And I had me in front, and I looked over this bit of rock there, and I looked down. There's these 4 Japanese soldiers sleeping. So like an idiot, I've seen too many damn war movies. I said, cover me, and I don't know what I was thinking of, but I started crawling over there, and I knocked some gravel off and woke them up. Well, 2 of them grabbed a rifle immediately and ran off, and I fired 1 shot in their direction just to encourage them. The other 2 were still reaching for his rifle, so I just, shooting from the hip, I just started back and forth.
I see. Oh, wow. And are you from Arizona originally, or
No, from Southern Cal.
Southern Cal?
Yeah, we moved. My late wife and I moved here in September of '03.
2003. Okay.
Yeah. And she got diagnosed with cancer less than 2 years later, and my daughter moved down from Seattle to help me out during her final time there, and she stayed on, so I had company ever since.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sorry to hear that about your wife.
Yeah.
How long were you married for?
36 years.
36
second
years.
time for both of us.
36 years.
Diana
Gotcha.
that first marriage. And
Yeah.
one daughter from that, but she's that way. But she and her sisters think I'm a great stepdad, so it's okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any grandchildren?
Well, I have several step grandchildren.
Oh, step-grandchildren.
And I do have two daughters that I know of from my first marriage, but thanks to my biological daughter being like her mother, I have no contact with her.
I see.
So
Yeah.
last I heard, my biological daughter lived in Temecula, and the kids were in that area too. But the last time I saw her was when the first one graduated high school. I went to the graduation parties, and at that party, I heard somebody say Eddie, and it turned out that Eddie was my ex-brother-in-law, but we got along okay. It just his sister I didn't get along with. So there's my biological daughter's first ex-husband, her brother-in-law, and me, and the kids and all that. Sort of a thing there. Well, my biological daughter, of course, wouldn't attend because of the rest of it. That's a long story.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, because you come from the greatest generation ever, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want, if you can't think of anything, but do you have any advice for the younger generation nowadays, for young kids or young adults?
Don't think the world owes you a living.
Don't what?
Don't think the world owes you a living.
Yeah.
I mean, my old saying goes that if you want a free lunch, you got to be willing to pay the price.
I like that. I like that saying. I'm going to quote that right there.